Assalamu alaikum, welcome to 9 p.m. English News Edition the headlines. UNICEF for support and peace in Palestine. Of international scene, we must help the living, says the director of the World Health Organization. Those are the headlines and welcome to the national news. President Gele performed the 3-day and prayer dedicated to supporting and providing relief to the residents of the Gaza Strip within the framework of the continuing support provided by the Republic of Djibouti to the Palestinian brother. The Minister of Islamic Affairs and Environment designed the topic of today's 3-day sermon in all mosques to encourage intensive participation in the national campaign for population relief Gaza Strip, based on the directive of His Excellency the President of the Republic, Ismail Margeli, the age of this generation. Today, His Excellency the President of the Republic, Mr. Ismail Margeli, performed a 3-day prayer with the ground of worshippers, which was held in the Salama Grand Mosque, which was designed to support and provide relief to the Palestinian people who have been subjected to Israeli occupation raids. So the President of the Republic directed to the people of Djibouti to provide continued financial support for the brotherly Palestinian and people. 3-day prayer was also a moment of a reminder of the value of the solidarity with the brotherly people of Palestine who are victims of the barbaric violence led by the Israeli occupation force since some time ago in near a month. So the pressure of the Salama Mosque, Sheikh Abdul Rahman al-Shafi'i, urged in his 3-day sermon prayers to contribute effectively to the supporting and assisting the people in the Gaza Strip. They have been at risk of being killed for nearly a month due to line, air, and sea raids launched by Israel force. He also calls on worshippers and citizens in general to turn to God the Almighty in supplication to help our brother in Palestine who are living these days in a very difficult ordeal. It should be noted that the Republic of Djibouti was declared on October 7 last year. It's a strong condemnation of the devastating Israeli war on the Gaza Strip, which has resulted in the destruction of inter-residential neighborhoods and the data and injury of thousands of Palestinians. Most of them are civilian and it has caused a catastrophic humanitarian situation according to the warning. It's a usual international institution. It also called on the international community to assume its responsibility and force the occupation army to stop in the aggression against the Palestinian people, as well as supporting the Republican initiative to South Africa to establish a UN force to protect civilians in the Gaza Strip. As part of the continued support provided by the Republic of Djibouti to the brothers Palestinian, the Minister of Muslim Affairs and Wakaf and goods in detail on the subject of 3-day and sermon or kutaba in all mosques to encourage participation in the national relief campaign for residents of the Gaza Strip, based on the directives of the President of the Republic, His Excellency Omar Ghali. This laudable and exemplary initiative comes a few days after the government announced the opening of bank account to collect financial donation in favor of bank and in favor of the Palestinian population targeted by the Israel military machine, in particular in the Gaza Strip. In this regard, Imam and Mosque President Salman Sheikh Ahmed Yassin urged the faithful actively contribute to supporting the inhabitants of the Gaza Strip Palestinians almost a month due to the line, air and sea raids by Israel force. He also called on the faithful and citizens to turn to Allah Almighty with prayers to help our brother in two Palestine who live these days in very difficult test.
مؤيدا وظهيرا اللهم انصرهم على عدوك وعدوهم يا رب العالمين اللهم تقبل شهداءهم اللهم تقبل شهداءهم اللهم عليك باليهود اللهم فإنهم لا يعجزونك صلى اللهم وسلم على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين الله أكبر الله السلام عليكم ورحمة الله السلام عليكم ورحمة الله
We always stay in the same matter, but this time we head to the Doha Mosque located in District 7, where everyone was attending Friday prayer as usually, like all the mosques in the capital and the five interior region. Them dominated and support for the brother in Palestine, specifically in the Gaza Strip, on the subject of the sermon Friday. In this regard, the pressure of the Doha Mosque Shah Wala Dahir Jama stressed the need to stand by these brothers who are subjected to further attacks by the Israel force by praying for them to be able to protect them from resistance in the face of the unsurprising occupation. We also encourage worshippers to donate and give willingly whatever they are able to a bank account that were recently opened to collect financial aid allocated to the Palestinian people. Sheikh Awale Tahir Jama also took this opportunity to turn to God Almighty, praying that the brother in Palestine who are seeking to obtain their rights will be victorious and legitimate right guaranteed by law, most important of which is the establishment of their independent state and its capital, Jerusalem. In high populated municipality of Balbala, hundreds of worshippers headed to Aisha Mosque to perform free day prayer also, which is considered a media platform or it's important to address various topics that concern Muslim issues and affairs in various files around the world. So, pursuant to the directive issued by the President of the Republic, Jesus Mamagili, Friday sermon focused on supporting the Palestinian people facing the occupation of Israel. So, the pressure of the Aisha Mosque Shah Abdullah Qadir and no stress it's necessary to stand by these Palestinian brothers through prayer as well providing financial support to them through the bank account designed for this purpose. Palestinian civilians are paying a heavy price in the war between Israel and Hamas. International organizations are starting to talk about genocide and war crimes. They are calling for humanitarian trials faced with bombs the population of Gaza has not respected. In this outrage, which came south of Jabalia in Israel, bombardment destroyed around 20 houses on Tuesday, killing at least 15 people, according to the Gaza Civil Defense. UN experts, so including this, the special reporters on the situation of human rights in the occupied Palestinian territories estimated Tuesday that the Palestinian people run a serious risk of genocide in 20, a statement released in Geneva. The Minister of Health, through the expanded vaccination program, carried out a joint evaluation of the activity financed by Gavi. This important activity was chaired by Assistant Minister of the Minister of Health, Dr. Ahmed Roble, and aimed to examine the state of implementation of the health system strengthening program and the vaccination program. The results of the evaluation were presented during the meeting of the Interagency Coordination Committee (CCAA) in the presence of the Secretary General of the Ministry of Health, Mohammed Ali Mohammed, the WHO representative, Dr. Rahil Levene Nwet, and the Deputy Representative of the UNICEF, Mr. Frank Abel, Director and Program Heads of the Ministry of Health, representative of the Ministry of Education, Budget Communication, but also civil society organization took place at this event. At the end of the discussion, it was recommended to improve the general version of the expanded vaccination program, but also to strengthen the organization of work in various level health structure with a view and to advancing the issues of human resources. The Ministry of Social Affairs and Solidarity organized yesterday the launch of work to design a food crisis preparedness plan. The objective of the workshop was, among other things, to improve the recognition and reporting of crises, to identify operational and financial gaps, and to promote also coordinating the planning of intervention. So the workshop, which began during the day of November 1, reached it is a conclusion at the end of the day of November 2. It ends in the solemn manner with the participation of the Minister and of Social Affairs and Solidarity, Oluf Ismail Abdo, in the campaign of the Secretary General of the Ministry of Social Affairs and Solidarity, and Amina Ahmed Wasama, and the Secretary General of the Ministry of Commerce and Tourism, Mr. Ali Daoud Abdou. So in her speech, the Minister of underlined and that this plan is intrinsically part of the emergency food security project, pursuing the social objective of preparing a rapid response to possible food crisis. The organization of the workshop was made possible so thanks to the participation of the department concerning by these issues. The Ministry of Energy in charge of natural resources, Mr. His Excellency Yunis Ali Gedi, took part on Wednesday, November 1, 2023, in the work of a high-level conference devoted to new technologies for the clean energy transition and organized by the International Solar Alliance in collaboration with the Indian Ministry of Energy, New and Renewable Energy, the Asian Development Bank, and the International Solar Energy Society. So they say this meeting, which brought together ministerial delegation from ACA member countries, political decision makers, experts, and leaders of large industrial groups, had the primary objective of the translating words into action in favor to accelerate deployment of solar energy. The National Agency of the For and the Promotion of Cultural organize a cultural musical event at the National Theatre at this cultural evening, which is a part of the National and African Youth Day celebrated in Djibouti every year from November and 1. taking part in this musical evening were the Director General of the National Agency for the Promotion of Culture, and Mr. Mohamed Hussein Douale, the Ambassador of the Morocco to Djibouti, official from the Ministry of Youth and Culture, and other personality. This event also took advantage of this opportunity for the musical evening for young people who came from different districts of the capital. So, under the auspices of the State Secretary for Sports, the Egyptian Table Tennis Federation has completed the training of Level 1 table tennis course. It's encouraging to note that 17 out of 22 participants received the formative evaluation of this course with diligence and seriousness on aggregation. This support training project was made possible to the support of the State Secretary of Sports, which took all necessary measures to put the sports in the best condition and ensure the preparation of the conference room with a sound system and computer projection equipment. The training took place in a perfect context for the participants with a comfortable conference room and a verbal working group from an educational and dedicated point of view. This dynamic of federation has allowed in our country to progress and join the close circle of countries with a high level in ranking. As part of the PVNH support project of the Mbazoko program funded by the European Union, the consortium, the Evangelical Protestant Church of Djibouti, APT, and Sona Al Haya are organizing awareness raising on the TND, particularly HD for teachers and principal of educational establishment in Al Sebrochin. A team from the Paris Autism Center, made by specialized educators and psychologists, formed the educational team support ACD and the various methods of caring and for children. This workshop brought together the vice president of the regional council, Mr. Nur Said Galdon, the regional inspectors of Menfil, Mr. Mohammed Aden, two jurists and members of the Sunnah Al Hayya Association. And now for the international scene, Rwanda announced Tuesday that it will allow the African to travel visa-free to the country, becoming the latest nation on the continent to announce such a measure aimed at posting free movement of people and trade to rival Europe's Schengen zone. President Paul Kagame made the announcement in the Rwanda capital Kigali, where they appreciated the potential of Africa as a unified tourism destination for a continent that still relies on 16% of its tourists from outside Africa, according to the data from the United Nations Economic Mission for Africa. That's it for this edition. Thanks for attention and a wonderful evening.